Are you going to ask or you want me? Oh, you just go ahead. Well, actually, it was very joyful to participate in this gathering because it seems like the Hungarian work and poverty situation is widely different from Europe, and even the definitions are different than those of the Europe. For example, we call them public workers, they call it workfare. It's not the same. It's not the same. The public workers here do exactly the same work, but the sanitary engineers would do in New York. Although the protections in the labor laws do not apply to them, for example. And they get 75% of the pay, regular minimum wage, which is itself not enough to make a living in Hungary. The second big problem is not as much as willingness, lack of willingness to work. The problem is we do not have places to work. In the 2000 year, 1999, 2000, when the great privatization went down, the state sold all the factories. And consequently, we have a bunch of people, exactly almost 3 million, out in the streets, half of those who have a profession, and at least a quarter of those have even diplomas and speak languages and been around the world and have professions. And yet we are forced to work in the street and picking up dog shit and so forth. Sorry to say, be vulgar, but that's what the case is. And we're not receiving any protection, protective clothing, although the drug problems, for example, it's just as widespread here as outside. And so we have to pick up by hand, use syringes and so forth, which is a great problem. A great problem. So in Hungary, it's a very, very complex situation. Hungary used to be a very industrialized and 100% occupied country with workers. And now they disappeared. Many people living in the streets who worked through 40, 45, 60, 50 years in their life because inflation and so forth. So we are glad that similar problems are taking place in Europe, and surely work that we can make an umbrella somehow, a cohesive organization, exchange experiences, explain positions, explain what the reality is, and then we hope that by grassroots citizen participation, something will come and we can force the policymakers in Brussels or whatever, or the financial circles to indeed work for us, because it's not like we work for the government. The governments work for us, basically, and that's what we want.
Thank you.